Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $2.87. Look at that run up, 31.21% today. And you know, I wanted to make this video earlier, and I thought, let me see what happens from here, because everybody was rushing to get a video out because of the strategic reserve, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But I wanted to see if this was going to have a price run up and then a massive sell-off. And I think people were expecting that. You could see it by the dip here, and then again by the dip here. I think some people thought it was going to be a sell the news event, but it held up very well. Even right now, we're going sideways in between $2.80 and $3. I'm expecting more upward movement going throughout the rest of this week, because there's some other big news supposed to happen on Friday of this week. But let's get right into it. So Jimmy Valley posted this. I'm sorry, you were saying something about the US will never buy your XRP as you wore. So we now know there's a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Solana, and ADA. Also Bitcoin and ETH. But you know, this does not mean there's going to be a buyback. Jimmy Valley's the guy who used to talk about the buyback program. Nobody ever said that the US wouldn't buy XRP. They're just not going to do a buyback on XRP. Think about it. If they were to buy XRP right now, they're still getting it at rock bottom prices. And why did it take so long for Donald Trump to announce that Bitcoin and ETH are also going to be part of the reserve? I don't get it. You know, he came out, announced XRP, Solana, and ADA, and then it took a whole entire hour to announce Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it had a lot of people wondering the same thing. The craziest part about this is that Trump comes out and says XRP, Solana, and ADA are going to be in this crypto strategic reserve. Then a little over an hour later, he says, and obviously Bitcoin and ETH. There was massive backlash that made him do this. No other explanation. And he named XRP first. That should tell you all you need to know. Listen, if he's going to put Bitcoin and ETH in the strategic reserve, so be it. Hopefully some Bitcoin retail investors make a lot of money off of this. I look at it like this. It should be a level playing field, and that's what everybody wanted, and that's what we got, a level playing field. But this is why now the Bitcoin maxis are once again fighting with the XRP army. XRP outperformed Bitcoin and Ethereum several times during a free market. XRP started underperforming the market when it was targeted by bribed government officials, while Bitcoin and ETH were left alone. XRP gets a level playing field and immediately starts outperforming again. And ever since Donald Trump got elected, XRP has been outperforming both Ethereum and Bitcoin, and that's going to continue. And that's why the Bitcoin maxis never wanted a level playing field. They just want an all-out win. That's why they wanted a Bitcoin-only reserve. Because now you got all these other cryptocurrencies, and I'm sure others will be added. I think HBAR is definitely going to be added later. Most likely a handful of others, maybe some XDC. Maybe some QNT later. Who knows where this goes from here? But they didn't want a level playing field. They wanted to dominate this market forever. And that is about to change forever. You know, we haven't even got utility yet. So we have a huge crypto crash, largest crypto heist in history. Ripple unlocks their XRP yesterday, and today, XRP strategic reserve. Interesting. Very interesting. You know, everything that has happened recently, it's so strange. And remember, people were already saying alt season is canceled. I told you it wasn't canceled. All we needed was one piece of very big news, and we actually got it on a Sunday. Think about that. Not 100% accurate. Ripple's 1 billion XRP monthly escrow releases are normal, but today's 500 million to Ripple and 500 million relocked isn't typical. They usually unlock 1 billion and relocked 800 million, not a 50-50 split. I've only seen them do this a few times. A lot of people are now questioning, is Ripple just going to give the US government 1 billion tokens or 500 million tokens? I see a lot of people asking that now, and nobody really knows what's going to happen for sure. XRP dominance hits a 1,550-day high. Think about that. The last time XRP dominance was this high was 1,550 days ago. And, you know, people are expecting the XRP dominance to continue to rise from here. And I could see that happening. You know, XRP as part of the strategic reserve was something that people were thinking about back in 2018, 2019, 2020, right before the SEC versus Ripple case started. There was a lot of talk back then about the government seizing your XRP. And I never thought the government would seize any of our crypto. I honestly don't think there's going to be a buyback of our crypto either. I think what we're going to see going forward is this. The US government is going to utilize these cryptocurrencies to strengthen the US dollar. It could be like looking at the new financial system. You know, you have a handful of cryptocurrencies playing their own part, keeping the system going on a daily basis. Now, you could see the same thing in a strategic reserve. You have Bitcoin in there, but you got to move that Bitcoin around. So how are they going to move Bitcoin cheaply and fast? Over the XRP ledger. There's a good chance that they will just stockpile the Bitcoin and hold it in reserves and for later use. Nobody really knows for sure. But to utilize XRP for its actual use case, that would strengthen the US dollar for sure. Imagine moving dollars around the world very fast and very cheap. That would strengthen our dollar. Likelihood of a $10,000 XRP price is much higher today than it was 2 days ago. And here's ChatGPT explaining why. I just said in a video yesterday that AI cannot even predict what's going to happen with XRP. And now that the US is going to hold XRP in a strategic reserve, other countries will go down this path. I even think states will follow the government's lead. Now that the government is going to have a strategic reserve, I think all the states will have a reserve as well. And they're not going to be Bitcoin only. They're going to be divided the same way. They're going to diversify the same way that the US government is diversifying. But the idea of a $10,000 XRP now is much stronger than it was 2 days ago. Let's face it. But I think a lot has to happen first. And I don't think XRP is going to be the world's reserve currency. I think it's going to become the world's bridge currency, doing what it's built to do. If the US wants to move RLUSD from the United States to Europe, it goes in as RLUSD to XRP to the digital euro, or to the RLEUR, because I know Ripple is going to create a stablecoin in Europe too. That's a matter of time. But it could work like that with any country. And that's why I never thought of XRP as a reserve currency. However, things might be changing now. We got to wait and see how they're going to utilize XRP. I'm sure there's going to be talk about that going forward. Grayscale has now added XRP to their large cap fund. And you see it. It's all the same ones that were named in the strategic reserve. Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, Solana, and ADA. Uphold just announced the crypto strategic reserve basket. Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, Solana, and ADA. And the money printing hasn't even started. And I forgot to mention, that's why I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait to see if it was going to be a sell the news event, because that's what this is right now. It's just news. We now know the U.S. government's intentions, but until they start actually buying and holding the asset, that's when you will see the price really spike up. That's what I'm expecting to happen. And I've seen a few predictions on X on where the price of XRP is going to go as a strategic reserve asset. Now, conservatively, I've seen people say between $10 and $15. Other people even said between $8 and $10. Bullish theories are between $25 and $50, because there's a lot of different price points. And if XRP was to go to $10 and then we go into alt season on top of that, you could expect a fantastic run up for XRP. You got to remember, alt season has not really come to fruition yet. We're still waiting for the surge in the price of these cryptocurrencies. I think we're in between. We're still kind of in between Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think Ethereum might start to steal some value from Bitcoin over the coming weeks now. I know they're making a lot of changes at Ethereum, but there's really no bullish talk about Ethereum. I still think XRP is going to be the number 2 cryptocurrency very soon. And Brad Garlinghouse, in a statement following news of President Trump including XRP in a U.S. crypto reserve, he says, "I've said this before, the crypto industry will achieve our goals and beyond if we work together. Appreciate the crypto president Donald Trump's vision of a government digital asset reserve representative of the industry. Maximalism is the enemy of the industry's progress. Glad to see President of the United States recognizing we live in a multi-chain world and that we're finally moving past Bill Hinman and the Biden administration's SEC's very broken thinking. I will certainly continue to champion this while in Washington at the end of this week." And we know that meeting is at the end of this week. I'll talk more about that in another video. But that confirms that Brad is going to be there on Friday. And I'm waiting to see the big announcement coming from that as well. But right now, everything looks bullish for XRP going forward. You know, everybody that was selling back here last week is most likely regretting it right now. I saw people saying, I'm selling this crypto and I'm getting out of crypto. Why the hell would you leave at $2.19? Even at $2.40 or 50 cents, I would have never dipped out of XRP. I said it before, we are going so much higher. You know, even now, conservative price points that people are predicting for alt season are now between $15 and $20. The people that were calling between $10 and $12 are now calling $15 to $20. So if I was calling $20 to $30, I should now be calling $25 to $35, because this changed everybody's thinking going forward. But there's still a lot of people that say it's never going to get to that price point. There's so much building up for XRP now. I don't even know how the Rippleverse SEC case continues from here. Like I said, though, it was never about XRP anymore. It was about Ripple, Brad, and Chris. XRP is out of that case. It has no weight on XRP anymore. And anybody that's not jumping in at $2.84 is going to regret it in the coming days, because I'm expecting another surge upward. I thought we would have already dipped. If this was going to be a sell the news event, we should have already came back down in price, but we're holding up very well. But until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.